Everyone wishes to have a financially secured future. Financial security can have various purposes, from buying a home, world tour with family, saving for child's higher education or marriage, or just post-retirement life. So what are you doing to financially secure yourself? Are you saving or investing? While both saving and investing are equally important concepts for building a strong financial foundation, they are not the same. Most of us think that investing and saving are exactly the same thing because these concepts are often used interchangeably. But they're entirely different concepts, different things, because they carry different purposes and they play a different role in your financial strategy and balance sheet. Thus, when you start or you begin your journey towards building wealth and financial independence, it's very much important that you're clear on this fundamental concept. With this said, in today's video, let's understand the difference between saving and investing, and let's also understand when should you choose to save and when should you choose to invest. Let's begin by the basics and understand what is saving and what is investing. Well, saving is the process of putting money aside for future needs or future expenses by parking it in the bank account. The saved money will be readily available for you immediately whenever you need it, maybe to purchase something or for any kind of emergencies, and it is extremely low risk and highly liquid. On the other hand, investing, the entire process of investing is you using your money to buy certain assets that will value over time and will give you high returns. Investments are typically volatile and illiquid. However, it makes sure that you get high returns provided that you are ready to take the risk. So what's the major difference between the two then? Well, when you use the concept saving and investing, 90% of the people think they're exactly the same thing. Well, these concepts might have certain similarities, but they are different in most respects. And that begins by the type of asset one holds. When you use the term or when you understand the term saving, you can use bank products such as savings account, markets, and CDs, which is certificates of deposit. While on the other hand, when you're using the term investment, you can think of products like stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, which is exchange traded funds, etc. The major difference or the biggest difference between these two concepts lies for the fact the risk that is taken. Savings on one hand will give you lower returns with virtually no risk at all. In contrast, investing will give you high returns that will come with certain risks that you are ready to take. Moving on, we'll now understand when should you choose to save and when should you choose to invest. Save when you have income but with little or no cash in hand. Set yourself a goal to build cash saving balance that will cover at least 6 months of your living expenses. Now, this will protect you against any kind of unexpected financial crisis such as job loss. Saving is also appropriate if you have set yourself a target of achieving short-term financial goals, such as buying a home, buying a car, funding for wedding or paying for any kind of education, etc. Thus, when you have set yourself a short-term goal, if you want to achieve these goals in say next 5 years or less than that, then saving strategy is way more better than investing. Also keep a note that if you have high interest debts, then it might complicate your savings effort. Some might also argue that it's always better to pay off your debts and then later on save. But imagine a situation that if you are in urgent need of cash and you don't have any kind of emergency fund, then you might as well take or borrow some money from your friend or family member to cover this expense. Thus, to avoid any kind of such scenarios, it's always better to save how much ever you can afford to save as in how you repay your debts. Now, the second scenario, when should you choose to invest? Well, you should choose to invest when you have enough income, you have cash emergency fund and no high interest debts. Cash emergency fund. Well, this cash will help you to manage any kind of risk when you're investing. Any asset that you buy can lose value in no time, or it can even fail to produce the expected income. Stocks, for example, rise and fall in its value on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you have enough cash in hand, then it might be very easier for you to tolerate those ups and downs when you're investing. On the other hand, let's say if you do not have enough cash in hand, then you might be forced to sell off your investments quickly to manage your financial requirements. While on the other hand, if you do not have enough cash in hand, then you might be forced to sell off all your investments quickly. Now, if you do that, then all the investments that you've made will not give you positive results or expected returns. Now, moving to the next question, should you save or should you invest? While prioritizing saving over investment can really be a hard decision to make. However, there are certain factors that will help you to decide whether you should prioritize saving or whether you should prioritize investing. So you should prioritize saving when you do not have enough cash that can cover at least 3 months of your living expenses. The second scenario where you should prioritize saving is when you're targeting short-term financial goals. Again, this can come such as buying a home, buying a car, or any kind of wedding for marriage, education, etc. While on the other hand, when you should prioritize investing is when you can keep that particular money invested. Investing requires a minimum of 5 years. Let's take for an example and let's say you have rupees 5,000 or 10,000 extra in your bank account. You should then only go ahead and invest that 10,000 in any kind of instruments when you do not require that 10,000 rupees any longer for any kind of emergencies. If you do so, then only you should go and invest. On the other hand, if you are short of cash and you urgently take out that invested money, then you're no longer likely to get the expected result. The other situation where you should prioritize investing is when you're planning for retirement or any other kind of long-term goals. Investing is ideal for long-term goals achievement. Also, let me tell you that you can save and invest both at the same time. The best option really depends on your current financial situation and the goals that you want to achieve. So this was all about saving and investing. I hope you got the clear idea about saving and investing and when you should go and opt for saving and investing. For more such financial content, subscribe to our channel. Also, do not forget to hit on the like button and also hit on the bell icon to get notified for our next video. Also, if you're someone who's interested to learn more about investments, investing in mutual funds, PPF, EPF, or many other kinds of instruments, then download our Financial Freedom app wherein we give you A to Z details about these instruments and many more such things. Thank you for watching IndianMoney.com. Get wise, break free.